AC, a very competent display here away at Welling Town.
Yeah, very much so. I thought 4-0 probably lets them off the hook a bit, to be honest with you. I thought we should have been maybe 7 or 8, maybe even more, the chances that we had. And overall, I thought it was a really solid performance, and we've deservedly come away with 3 points and kept a clean sheet. So really pleased.
Work rate seemed there all game today?
Yeah, I said that to the boys at the start. To be fair, that they're fighting for their lives, obviously, to try and stay in the league, and that I thought they were going to come out and really come at us and work hard. I don't think it ever really came, to be honest, but I think that was probably because of our work rate and the way that we actually played. I thought we dictated the pace, we controlled everything really. Liam's made 1 save from a free kick. Other than that, didn't really trouble us, I don't think, to be honest. So yeah, I thought we controlled the pace of the game really well through our work rate and, as I say, the way that we played.
Do you think also the performances of people like Ali Mansardeh and Cam Reardon and Tony Masoki really helped towards that?
Yeah, like Ali and Cam, I think that's the first time they've played together since Holmesdale away, where funny enough we kept a clean sheet that night as well and won 4-0. So I think, yeah, they've got great experience. It's a lot that the younger players they can learn from that, because it's all about the communication as well. So that just goes a long way. They're talking to help keep organised, but they're just solid players. And to be fair, I'm really happy to have them playing for us today, and I think they deservedly kept their clean sheet.
You mentioned earlier that maybe we could have scored some more goals, but are you happy with the goals that we did score? Really
happy with the goals. I wanted us to start quick, and we scored within 90 seconds, I think. Manny with a great finish from a long throw. Again, it's something we talked about in the dressing room, that we don't utilise that enough, because we don't sort of like stagger our runs. It's all a bit too routine, and basically just said to them to mix it up a little bit. And to be fair, Ali's won the first flick on. Manny's peeled off at the back post, and it's dropped to him, and he's turned, had a touch, and finished it nicely into the bottom corner. So really pleased with that start. And then, to be honest, we've missed a few headers after that. Kelvin's had a volley at the back post he didn't really connect with. They're good chances, 3 headers in the 6-yard box. You've got to be in the target, and we didn't do that, and that frustrated me a little bit. But we've come out and started the second half. Veron's scored a couple of decent goals. He should have had another one when he went through 1-on-1 to get his hat-trick, and he's blazed it over. And then Albie's had a similar chance, exactly the same as Veron, and he's blazed it over. Luckily we got the fall through Ronnie, I suppose, with the free kick. But it was a great, said to the boys as well, when you put balls in areas like that you see that goal so many times at all levels of football, because it's a very good ball, and it goes straight in at the back post. So really pleased with Ronnie. Actually, he's been struggling a bit with a heel injury, so he's come back in today and got off the bench and got a goal. So yeah, fair play to him.
Do you need to speak to the players differently at all when you're coming up against a team that's maybe fighting for their life down the bottom rather than going for playoffs at the other end?
Yeah, I do think that is. I mean, like, I think Tony touched on it actually recently, that some of our games have been kind of just fixtures to fulfil, because we're not going down, we can't get in the playoffs, and we've played mid-table teams around us, and they're difficult games to get motivated for at this time of the year, to be fair. Whereas games against like Welling, they're obviously, it means a lot to them, so it makes the game feel like a proper game, and it did today. And to be fair, we approached that the right way. So said to the boys that if we don't match the level of commitment and desire and work rate that they're going to put in, then we'll come unstuck. But thankfully we did. It's probably worth mentioning though, like throughout the season we've been guilty at times where we've played teams below us and haven't delivered, and perhaps thought that we could have just turned up and we're going to be gifted the points. But this league is not like that, and that's the bit that's frustrating, because if we'd actually applied ourselves better in those games, we'd be a lot higher up the table, to be honest with you. But today the boys did exactly what we wanted them to do, and it showed with the result.
And up next, currently managerless Whitstable Town.
Yeah, it's going to be, I said to the boys, that'll be a lot tougher. I think they've got to win today, so they're probably mathematically still in the playoff race. So again, it's going to be a big game. And yeah, without a manager there, I don't really know what to expect from that. Whether they'll be as organised as they were when we played them down there, don't know. But at the minute, we're 3 games unbeaten. We've had 2 clean sheets in that run as well, and only a 95th minute injury time equaliser stopping us from having 3 wins in a row. So we're in a good little run of form at the moment, and I said to the boys, can we keep that going until the end of the season, because that would be a nice way to finish. So that can start at Whitstable at home next week, last home game obviously, so it'd be nice to send off the fans from Oakley Road with a win.
Yeah,
if any of them
absolutely.
actually turn up.
Absolutely. Cheers for your time, AC.
Cheers, mate.